What's happening, fellas and ladies? Crazy Brit here, back with some more Gttcc Season 18 Elite Division action. This time round 5, race 2 from Spa. So we're going to go quickly through the grid, reverse grid from the previous race, and then we'll get the race started. So in first we have Infinity James in the Supra, Golden Brownie in second in the Ferrari, third is Mark Schumacher in the Porsche, fifth be rated in the Honda. Then we got the second Ferrari of Rico in fifth, JRC in the McLaren in sixth, Brucey in seventh in the Lamborghini, eighth is Mr. Crow, he's in the Honda as well. Then we got White Shark in ninth, he's in another Ferrari, and then Raffo in another Ferrari bringing up the rear in 10th place. Only 10 runners and riders this time. So back up to the front and start the race. So wait for the lights to go out. It's looking very cloudy and misty. Should be rain at some point in the race. You see Brucey moves straight away off the starting blocks, straight to the right hand side in the inside. As we come through the first turn, we're going too wide through there. We're going to fall back all into place. We are. Mark Schumacher leading. He's got 3-4 cars right behind him, all jostling for position. We're going to go too wide. No, we're not. Everyone falls into line then. As we go through a Rouge in the top of Radion for the first time down the Hemel Straight. 30-minute race for this one, so got to make moves in the first and the other laps. Get yourself a good position by the time the rain comes. See, we're going too wide for a little bit of a lag and a bump. Oh, James is round. Unfortunate for him. So back up to the front then. We've got Mark Schumacher leading away from Rico in second. As we now come through. No idea what this corner is called, but we come through that turn. Through the long radius corner. See Mark Schumacher leading the way, he's got a gap as we go down to Boulan, I think it is. And then we got Golden Brownie now, making a pass on Rico as Rico hangs out around on the outside. 666 coming through, still in third place. Third place, he's got B rated right behind him though. You see Brucey in seventh, he's got Raffo and White Shot Jim right behind him. There's Rumble with Rico now coming through. We've got B rated right behind him. JLC's right behind him, trying to make a move on him. Maybe we're going to go too wide through the next part. Here we are. He's come down through the back section of the track now. He's going to try and overtake into his next corner. It's very tight as you go through here, very narrow. Doesn't, we'll get through there pretty cleanly. As we come down to the bus stop for the first time. Oh, as Raffo gets it wrong, goes wide on the, goes deep on that corner. As he gather it up, he does, but he gets a half a second penalty, and then James coming through now, lagging behind a little bit after that early incident on the first lap. Has now come through down the hill towards Rouge for the second time. But still leading the way in first. Golden Brownie in second, he's got off a second penalty as well. Rico in third then as well. Fourth is B rated coming now through Radion. JRC fifth, followed by the Crow in sixth. Then White Shark is up to seventh now. Bruce is down to eighth. We've got Raffo in ninth for that penalty, and 10th is James. Back up to the front we go. Through the quick right left. And then for the right hand corner again. I think the rain hits around the 20-minute mark if my memory serves me correctly. So we've got 20 minutes of dry racing before the rain comes. The rest of the pack still tightly together. Little bit of a couple of spaces forming now as we go through Pouan. very tricky corner. If you get too wide, you get on the AstroTurf, you're gone onto the runoff area. As we all go through there cleanly, just come down the field. Has now come through the piff path. Raffle's catching up now to Brucey, but he's going to serve this penalty. So let's jump back up to the lead and see where Golden Brownie, if he loses any places, he's definitely going to lose one to Rico and B-Raid. B-Raid now is coming through, he's on the outside, he's going to be able to get this overtake done, and he does. Golden Brownie lifts off, just lets it by. Doesn't want to go too wide from here. Raffle lost a bit of ground to Brucey, but he's still there right behind him. And James still there trying to catch up to this leading group. Has come now onto lap 3. It's getting ever so darker. Mark Schumacher still in the way. B-Raid fastest lap at the minute. Rico in second, and still doing a great job there. B-Raid in third. Fourth is Golden Brownie, as we see JLC going wide off the turn, then off the first corner, he goes deep. He's going to come just out, just in front of Brucey. So I'm not sure what happened there, not sure whether it looked a bit lag or if he got it wrong, but he managed to keep 7th. Is Brucey going to be able to get the momentum down the straight? He is. He's going side by side with JLC. We'll go down the Hemel straight now. He's going to be able to get this move completed by the next corner. Looks like he is. Moves down onto the preferred line. So Brucey now puts 7th then, as they try and close this gap to the cars in front. Raffle there in 9th. James still in 10th, coming through now. Back up to the lead then. Mark Schumacher now coming in, under increased pressure by the rest of the pack. Rico in second, has got off a second penalty unfortunately. B-Raid in third, right behind him, followed by Golden Brownie recovering after his penalty earlier. 5th is Crow, leading this second little pack of cars, followed by White Shark in 6th. 7th, oh, Brucey gets it wrong, gets on the AstroTurf I was talking about, gets on the runoff area, he's going to lose a ton of positions. Down to 9th place as Raffle goes through. Very costly mistake for him, then he's going to have to try and get back onto the back of this pack and try and get the momentum and confidence built back up and get a few positions back. He's going to play for the leader now for his next couple of laps. And James 10th, trying everything, trying to get back onto the lead pack of these cars. Still all pretty much in a line. You can see first to about 6th or 7th. So Mark Schumacher coming to the bus stop chicane then for the 3rd time this race, as we head ever closer to the 10-minute mark. We've only got a few laps in this race. B-Raid, 2nd place, coming through. 3rd is Golden Brownie still. 4th, we'll go back up to his first corner. See, everyone's pretty much. JLC's on the inside of White Shark. Jim gets the move done. Oh, a little bit of squiggle on the exit. Does he keep the place? He does, but White Shark is right there, going side by side now. Who's going to back out? Gonna have balls of steel to go side by side through a rouge, they do. Oh. White Shark Jim just gets in front. Might have cut the corner a little bit there, there's a little bit of contact there. Yep, White Shark Jim cut the corner. Got half a second penalty. So JLC right behind him now, and Raffle behind him. They know he's going to have that penalty, so are they going to be able to get past him before then? Looks like his pace is kind of slowing these two behind him down. They look like they have faster pace. Slowly starting to pull away from him as he goes wide into the next corner. Still a little bit of lag in this lobby. It's not as bad as the first race, but still a bit jittering. Just the way the lobbies are on Gran Turismo 7, unfortunately. But still good racing to be had. As you can see in the background, it gets ever darker as well. There's a bit of smoke coming up in front. Yep, we've got a 4-way, 5-way battle. So Gordon Brownie in second, he's got a half-second penalty again. He's followed by B-Raid in third. Rico in fourth, the Crow in fifth. All these guys are going to pounce on Gordon Brownie's if there's a penalty. Gap to Mark Schumacher is getting ever bigger. It's Gordon Brownie now. He's going to serve his penalty. He's on the inside still. Does he keep the place? It's going to be tight here. He's going 3 wide from the corner. And he gets swamped by 3 cars. So 4-way, now going to be a 5-way battle for second. As you can see, JLC closing on this gap as well. He's going to go on the inside of Gordon Brownie. There's a little bit of a touch, I believe. Oh, get through the corner. Great racing from these top guys. We'll go to the on board with B-rated in front of this pack. As you can see, a whole bunch of cars. Oh, there's a little bit of a bump. I believe that was the Crow. Oh, get side by side door banging with Rico. You see B-Ray gets swamped. He's got White Shot now coming side by side. They're going to go through Rouge side by side. White Shot gets the pass done before Rouge. Not sure whether B-Ray just short shifted or let off a little bit to let him through. I can feel my voice going already. Great racing so far. As B-Ray now is trying to mount a charge back onto the back of White Shark. We're 3 wide up front. We're going to have to go back and see those 3 up front. So you've got Rico in front, then the Crow. JLC's got a double toe. We're going to go, yep, 3 wide for a split second. There's the JLC and the Crow go side by side to the next corner. Rico gets on the AstroTurf, loses a bit of speed. He's got Gordon Brownie and Raffle, B-rated, everyone behind him. He's now coming to the next corner then. Gordon Brownie and Rico going side by side. Gordon Brownie's on the inside. Rico goes through. Everyone's okay, it's living another day. Oh, it's tight on the exit there. It's Gordon Brownie and Rico get side by side as we head down to P1 now. Brucey catching up to this back of this little pack as well. This action's going on. Where's James? He's catching up ever so slightly. He's comes through P1 now. He's looking at this gaggle of cars in front. Thankfully not part of this group. Especially if anything goes wrong like it just did. Oh, we're going to have a look at that. So, you see, Gordon Brownie comes back on track. Slow White Shot gets into the back of him, which pushes B-rated. Go on board with White Shot from his point of view. Yep, Gordon Brownie just comes back on track, gets into the back of Gordon Brownie and pushes B-rated off in 2 for 1. Not sure whether the stewards will look at that. He didn't really wait for anybody. Hard to call there because Gordon Brownie come back on track. But I'm just the commentator, I'm not the steward. As Rico serves his penalty, and that's going to lose him a place to Brucey as well. Brucey's on the inside. Brucey gets the pass done, so Brucey's up to 6th place now as we head up to the front. Not sure whether, don't think the rain's here yet as Mark Schumacher goes through. JLC is coming through as well. The Crow. Then Raffle in 4th, is followed by White Shot, Jimmy in 5th. 6th is Brucey right onto the back of him. Then Rico is now down to 7th. B-rated in 3rd coming through. We've got James. James is back into the fold now. So after that little incident between the White Shot, B-rated and Gordon Brownie, James has been able to get a couple of positions. He's finally back into the fight. So these 3 cars should be able to work together now to catch up the rest of the pack. Back up to the front then as we're on lap 6. Mark Schumacher coming down the Hemel Straight, still in 1st in the Porsche. Second is JLC with Crow right behind him in third. Are these two going to go side by side now? They are, as the Crow is on the outside now as they come down to the next turn. JLC's got the inside line, stays in second place. He's now come through the right and the left. Now through the right again. I do apologise that I don't know most of the corner names. He's now come through the right hairpin. JLC still leading the Crow in second. Raffo in fourth place. White Shot Jim behind him as he gets on the Astro. That's going to cost him a little bit of speed. Is he going to get a penalty for that? As he come through into Puon. Bruce has got half a second penalty. That's going to cost him a little bit after he made so many places up. See, the headlights are coming on. The windscreen wipers aren't going yet though. So Rico makes a place on Brucey. So Brucey loses that place even before the penalty zone. No windscreen wipers going yet. Seventh, Brucey is going to lose a little bit of ground on Rico when he saves his penalties. Rico goes wide on the AstroTurf. Doesn't lose too much speed. Golden Brownie in 8th. He'll be B-rated. Second penalty behind him. That's going to be really costly for B-rated then. So James back down to 10th. We're still with these two cars up in front. As B-rated saves his penalty, he's going to have to avoid him on the exit there. So back up to the front then, we've got Mark Schumacher still in the way. JLC and the Crow come through. Raffo. It looks like White Shark's going in the pits. Yep, White Shark's going in the pits then. So Brucey makes up a place on White Shark. We'll have to see if he's spotted the rain earlier, or whether he's going to go into another set of soft tyres. Brucey coming through the first turn. We've got Gordon Brownie now up in 6th. 7th is Rico with half second penalty again. James 8th now. B-Raid 9th coming through. Let's see what White Shark Jim comes out on, but we go back up to the top. Mark Schumacher leading the way, still got a really big gap behind him. Oh, there we go. There's the rain. The wipers are going. So as White Shark Jim just played a blinder. JRC in second, coming through. Crow in third, losing a little bit of ground down to the JRC. Fourth in is Raffo coming through now. Brucey 5th. Oh, incidentally, must note that Brucey is the only person with a all-wheel drive car, so he could have the advantage here as we turn into rain conditions. Obviously, most of the guys who have Lambos run them in the first race, so Brucey could have the advantage in the second race if the rain gets so bad. Golden Brownie coming in round in 6th then. As we head on the run down to Puon. Rico getting on the AstroTurf. You can start to see it's getting slippy. If you look on the little bar on the left hand side of the tyres, that's the grip meter, or the water meter, shall I say, on the track surface. So you've got to keep an eye on that, as there's not really any rain now on this section of track. Rico's going to lose a place. Definitely to James and B-Ray behind him when he saves his penalty. So we're going to go down to Jack. White Shark didn't go for wet tyres, so White Shark went for the soft tyres, so it must have not been a lot of rain, so unfortunately he's going to lose the ground when these guys, if these guys don't pit for dry tyres again. I mean, most of them have got okay tyres and fuel, so as you come through the bus stop, no one's pitted. So the Crow's going into the pits then, so I'll just keep an eye on him. Raffo comes through in 3rd, sorry. Bruce is going to come round and take 4th place. Golden Brownie is coming through 6th place. Still no water on the meter. 7th is James, see what he does. Same with B-Raid and Rico, all going to pits now. So that just leaves White Shark Jim. He's going to come through and should get a couple of places on these guys. I think it's around 40 seconds for a pit stop. So Mark Schumacher then still in first, leading the way. Wipers are going, but it must be really, really light rain at the minute. No change for these guys. JLC in second, third Raffo, fourth Brucey made up a few positions. He's praying and hoping this rain gets heavier, because look at those front tyres, he's going to be hurting soon. Plus the fuel's getting real low as well now, just quarter of a tank left. Golden Brownie fifth, the Crow is on intermediates, he's come out the pits. He better hope the rain's going to come soon, because those intermediates are going to really burn up. If not, because he's got White Shark Jim on the soft tyres right behind him. 8th, James, he's come out on the wet tyres. Rico's come out on the wet tyres, same with B-rated. So we'll have to keep an eye on them guys. But Mark Schumacher's still on soft tyres, leading the way. Is this going to be Mark Schumacher's race? You can see the water meter starting to creep up a little bit now, so the rain looks like it might be getting heavier. Let's go on board, see if we can see any spots or anything. We'll go inside actually. There we go, you can kind of see the rain on the windscreen. It's still only light rain though at the minute. So JLC has closed the gap up to him now. That gap shrunk heavily. I'll have to see if these guys pit as they come through the last section of the track. They've got a sizable gap to the rest of the field. So is Mark Schumacher going to pit then? Mark Schumacher goes through. JLC is coming in now as the rain's getting heavier and heavier. Raffo, is he going to pit? Raffo's going through, he's coming to the pit. I think everyone's coming to the pit now as Brucey comes in. So we'll keep an eye on Mark Schumacher. Does he do his final lap without spinning, or is the rain really going to come down and affect him? You see everyone's jumping into the pits now. What's White Shark going to do? Surely he's going to have to come back in the pit and he's going to lose time. Unfortunate strategy for him, but he's going to go through as well for an extra lap, so we've definitely got to keep an eye on Mark Schumacher and the White Shark. As you can see, the grip, the water meter is coming above the first line. That indicates intermediate tyre weather. He's got traction control running. It's got to be really easy. It's Golden Brownie. Golden Brownie going on the soft tyres? Or is he just in the pits? No, he's changed it into, okay. I thought he'd changed to softs. So he's coming through then. White Shark Jim struggling on those soft tyres as he's coming down Hemel Straight. Mark Schumacher really struggling now on those slick tyres in the wet. As the rain is starting to build up, the track's getting wetter and wetter. The reason I'm sticking with Mark Schumacher is because I believe he does have a spin. He's got to be really good on these slick tyres in the wet if he doesn't spin. He's come down through Piff Path. Look at the speed difference. Jersey is on intermediates, Raffo's on wets, Bruce is on wets as well, so these guys are going to be going tenfold. And there he goes, he spins it out of Piff Path. He's going to be able to get going as on the gravel, on the curb. You've got to watch those painted lines as well. The gap's coming now down. So these guys on the wet weather tyres are going to be a lot faster than Mark Schumacher is now, so he's just bleeding time everywhere on these soft tyres. As you can see, White Shark's dropped down to 9th as well, so he's costing himself on those soft tyres. Oh, as he loses it into the back of B-rated. We'll go back on board with him. So he's just recovering from an earlier spin as Rico goes through on the run down to Puon. Oh, he gets it wrong, goes straight into B-rated as he comes past. Just unfortunate for B-rated. He managed to recover it though. takes out one of the braking boards, and White Shark is on the grass. Mutt's on the grass as well. The gap's come down heavily. This is going to cost him. He's got front and rear end damage. So you can see JLC on the intermediate tyres. Then in second place, he's coming through. He's going to get the overtake done on Mark Schumacher. Second place is going to be Raffo as he comes round, gets the outside overtake done on Mark Schumacher. Fourth place is Brucey on the wet tyres. He's going to come around. Surely he's going to get the move done on Mark before he pits. Yep, there he goes. So costly strategy error for Mark then. As Brucey comes round the bus stop chicane, he's going to get the power down with a four-wheel drive. Fair play to JLC and Raffo not using traction control. Brucey using traction control on the all-wheel drive car. Just probably wants that extra stability, doesn't have much confidence as the other two guys in the wet. The Crow coming round in fourth place, Gordon Brownie in fifth. James Down is probably going to take sixth place. Yep, there he goes, through he goes. Rico 7th. B-Ray is going to come around and take 8th place. And White Shark Jim still struggling on those soft tyres. Cost him heavily on the strategy call there. But that's how racing goes in the rain. You see Mutt coming out now. Got the wet tyres on. But we go back up to the front because Brucey is up into second. See Raffo struggling for grip. Oh, he loses it on the back end. Let's have another look at that. So Raffo in first then. What happens here? Gets on the power and drops it. Unlucky for him. Can he recover before he loses another place? He's in the gravel. JLC is going to come through. He's going to lose a ton of positions here. He's going to lose another one to his teammate. He is. He's down to 5th place. So unfortunate mistake from him. But our man in the four-wheel drive car, Brucey, up into first. So from the back of the pack almost to first place when the wet conditions come. He's going to be laughing his head off at everyone else now, just coming around the track, taking his time. But we go back down to second then. We'll leave Brucey to go around on his own. JLC, second place. He's trying to make any headway now away from the other guys, leading this little group of 4 cars. Coming around the McLaren. Oh, the Crow gets a little bit of a wiggle on. Crow following round now. Through the right-hander. Are we going to see any more spins from anybody? Oh, we are. Oh, the Crow gets it wrong. Just gets on the power too early, gets a spin. Might have hit a puddle there. And unfortunately, he's going to lose that 3rd place. Unfortunate for him, so Gordon Browning moves up into 3rd, following JLC now. Raffle in 4th. He switched the traction control on as well. JLC, fair play, still hasn't got traction control on. Takes a lot of skill to be able to run no traction control, even in Group 4 cars in the wet. So good job for him. Raffo 4th place, then behind his teammate. We'll see how this develops. Crow as well in 5th place. Then we got James coming through the bus stop in 6th, got half a second penalty. He's followed by Rico in 7th. Then we've got Mutt in 8th place, followed by B-Raid in 9th. And White Shark Jim in 10th place after struggling heavily on the slick tyres. He's almost going to get lapped. He's just coming to the end of the Hemel Straight where the leader Brucey is just coming onto the Hemel Straight, so definitely a big time difference there. You see the neon green and yellow of Brucey coming down the Hemel Straight now. Second is JLC. Now he's got Golden Brownie and Raffle right behind him. It's going to be a battle for second. It's on the inters. Got to be struggling on those intermediate tyres, especially against these guys on wet tyres. They should have more pace than he does, more grip. As Golden Brownie is almost side by side with his teammate as we go through. Does he get it wrong on the exit then? No, he doesn't. He's got overtaken by his teammate. Raffle is now up into third past his teammate in the Ferrari. Oh, they're still side by side. Is there a bit of contact? You don't go side by side through here, guys, especially in the wet. As Golden Brownie gets it wrong onto the grass, can he save it? He covers it up. Lives to fight another day as we head now through Puan. Heading to the closing stages of the race. Go back up to the front then. Brucey still leading the way in first. Is he going to be able to make it onto? He should be able to make it onto a final lap then. So we'll go for the grid. Second is JLC leading the way from Raffle in third. Then we've got Golden Brownie lagging behind in fourth. He's got Harvesting and Penalty. Rico up into fifth. He's got James right behind him with Harvesting and Penalty. Then we got Crow down to seventh. B-Raid in eighth, followed by Mutt in ninth. And 10th is White Shot Jim. Back up to front. The fuel is flashing for Brucey. He's going to milk it onto a final lap. Is he going to be able to finish the final lap? As he come through now, Brucey. He's going to get onto this final lap. Is he going to be able to complete it? I do know that the finish time is, I don't think it's quite 2 minutes. Well, it might be 2 minutes, but not 3 minutes. So we'll see how this one plays out for him. He heads through the first corner in first. Second is Raffle. He's got around JLC. JLC's dropped down to fourth. We'll have to see what happened to him. We'll go back. There we go. Is the camera going to show us? So JLC, oh, he loses it as well. Intermediate tyres didn't hold out for him, must have hit a puddle. Obviously the track is heavy wet as well now, so that's unfortunate for JLC. Managed to hold out all that time, but didn't have enough for the Ferraris behind him on wet tyres. So Rafael's going to come across through, and he's going to come through in second, followed by his teammate in third. JLC in fourth. He should be able to make it on a final lap as well. Rico, I think this might be his final lap then, in fifth place. Coming through, we've got 10 seconds left. Can he get through the bus stop chicane, or is he not going to make it? I think he might just... No, I don't think he is. As he come through... Nope, he's not going to make it onto a final lap, so he's going to finish in fifth then. James is going to finish in sixth. Good comeback from him. Shame about the early contact. 7th is the Crow. B-Rated is going to come along across the line, finishing 8th. Mutt's had a moment on the bus stop chicane then. 9th is going to be Mutt. After that last little bit of a mistake on the bus stop, he's going to finish in 9th. 10th, White Shot Jim. But we'll go back to the leaders then. So first, Bruce is going to finish the race in first if he doesn't make any more mistakes. Second is Raffle. Obviously I know we're getting to the end of this replay, so I've got to be careful. It does finish before the end. So Raffle in second, Golden Brownie in third. Fourth JLC at the minute. These couple of positions might change. You see White Shot just in front of Brucey. The fuel's getting low. And we're going to stop it here because the replay does end around this corner. So, your final positions then. Brucey gets his first win in the league in first place. Second, Raffle. He's going to come on, bring that Ferrari in second after the earlier spin. Golden Brownie is going to finish in third, and JLC in fourth. We'll just let this replay finish. But your leader, your race winner, is Brucey in the Lamborghini. Great result for him. Replay is about to finish any moment now. I think it finishes after Piff Path. But the positions are still, as I said moments before. It's come now out of Piff Path, and that's the replay. So great result for a couple of guys who don't usually finish on the top podium step. And that will be the end of the race. So until next time, when we are racing from double header at St. Croix, I shall see you next time. I've been the Crazy Brit. Hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like, share, comment, all that good stuff. But until next time, goodbye.